So, hello and welcome all to the Pravegaa Education Talk series. So, today we have Atul sir with us
हेलो।
once again. And hello,
हाय पूजा, क्या हाल है?
hello sir, कैसे हैं आप? Happy
हैप्पी
Independence Day,
इंडिपेंडेंस डे।
first
है
of
ना?
all.
हाँ, तुम्हें भी। सो
हम्म,
आप तो लंदन में बैठे हुए हो, है ना? और मैं दिल्ली
हाँ,
में हूँ।
लंदन में
सो
बैठे हुए सर, छुट्टी भी नहीं मिल रही और कुछ नहीं कर सकते इस यहाँ पे तो।
बट वी ऑल आर सेलिब्रेटिंग इंडिपेंडेंस डे इन इंडिया। सो हैप्पी
हाँ,
इंडिपेंडेंस डे
और मैं
ऑल ऑफ यू।
प्रवेगा के थ्रू।
हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस टू एवरीवन। सो
हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे टू एवरीवन, यस। तो अभी कल के कोई प्लान्स हैं या
हाँ,
प्रवेगा
बहुत
में
सारे
कैसे
प्लान है।
इंडिपेंडेंस डे सेलिब्रेट कर
प्रवेगा
रहे हैं?
में अभी तो कोई खास नहीं, क्योंकि हम लोग अभी जस्ट ऑफिस शिफ्ट किए थे, तो अभी उसी में बिजी हैं। सो होप नेक्स्ट ईयर हम लोग बेटर कर पाएंगे इंडिपेंडेंस डे सेलिब्रेशन, बट दिस टाइम वी आर जस्ट विथ आवर फैमिलीज and all this thing, and this is one of the
ओके।
very important talk we are gifting to our residents on the occasion of Pravega that you are going to conduct here.
तो टॉक की तरफ चलते हैं। अभी आपने बोला कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉक है, ऑफ कोर्स इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। वी
Yes,
आर having this talk after a long break now. I think
yes, yes,
it's
actually we
been
are planning
it
this
has
talk,
been long due.
बहुत दिनों से हम लोग प्लान कर रहे थे इस टॉक को, बट
हाँ,
थिंग इज दैट कि वी आर डूइंग दिस टॉक ऑन ओकेजन ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस डे, सो दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग।
यस। सो सबसे पहले अगर मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँ, बहुत से चेंजेस आ रहे हैं इंडिपेंडेंस डे के ही बेसिस पे। मैं अगर आपसे पूछूं कि बहुत से चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, गवर्नमेंट जो है बहुत सी पॉलिसीज निकाल रही है, बहुत से स्टार्टअप्स में इन्वेस्ट कर रही हैं, स्टार्टअप्स के लिए काफी ज्यादा इंकरेज कर रही है स्टूडेंट्स को और लोगों को। तो उस केस में आपके क्या व्यूज हैं? मतलब आई नो इट्स गोइंग ग्रेट, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आई है
हम्म।
इंडिया में अभी, रिसेंटली वो लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, काफी कुछ
ऑब्वियसली।
चेंजेस आ रहे हैं।
बिल्कुल। सो
तो उस
आप पूजा, अगर आप देखोगे तो पेंडेमिक के बाद पूरी सर्कमटेंसेस एजुकेशन की, मेनली हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं अभी एजुकेशन से ही रिलेटेड और करियर से ही रिलेटेड, जहाँ तक जिस टॉक के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, तो जहाँ तक आफ्टर पेंडेमिक की बात है, पूरी की पूरी एजुकेशन का वे, एजुकेशन की पॉलिसी, एजुकेशन का मेथोडोलॉजी, हर एक चीज बहुत ही ड्रास्टिकली चेंज हुआ है। सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी शुड नो ईच एंड एवरीथिंग कि क्या चेंज हुआ और किस तरह से हमें उस चेंज को अडॉप्ट करना है। सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। और जहां तक आपने न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के बारे में बात की, सो इट्स अ रियली वेरी इनकरेजिंग थिंग डन बाय द गवर्नमेंट कि उन्होंने न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी लेकर आया, और जो कि पुरानी पॉलिसीज को चेंज कर न्यू पॉलिसी की तरफ बढ़ रहा है। सो अगर मैं जीस्ट की बात करूं न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी की, देन इट इज मोर एंड मोर स्टूडेंट फ्रेंडली, मोर एंड मोर कैरियर फ्रेंडली, एंड इट इज वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल। सो स्कूल लेवल पर चीजें चेंज हुई है। जैसे मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि 10+2 सिस्टम को अब चेंज करके 5+3+3+4 सिस्टम में किया गया है। बट वी आर जस्ट टॉकिंग राइट नाउ फॉर द हायर स्टडीज परस्पेक्टिव, फॉर ग्रेजुएट्स एंड मास्टर्स के परस्पेक्टिव से। सो यू कैन सी दैट नाउ योर ग्रेजुएशन इज ऑफ द 4 ईयर, बट थिंग है कि ये हो रहा है कि अगर आप फर्स्ट ईयर में भी चाहो तो आप छोड़कर कुछ और कर सकते हो, और आपको हर एक ईयर में कुछ ना कुछ सर्टिफिकेशन मिलेगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर डूइंग योर ग्रेजुएशन इन फर्स्ट ईयर, यू विल गेट सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ जस्ट कंप्लीटिंग योर फर्स्ट ईयर। सेकेंड ईयर में जाते हो, देन यू विल गेट डिप्लोमा सर्टिफिकेट। थर्ड ईयर में जाते हो, देन यू विल गेट ग्रेजुएशन सर्टिफिकेट। एंड आप जब फोर्थ ईयर में स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट करते हो या फिर कोई रिसर्च प्रोग्राम करते हो, देन यू आर एलिजिबल फॉर पीएचडी। सो गवर्नमेंट पूरी तरह से हर स्टेज पर स्टूडेंट को इनकरेज कर रहा है कि आप कुछ ना कुछ अचीव किए। और करिकुलम कुछ इस तरह से बनाया जा रहा है कि मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी को बहुत ही ज्यादा वेटेज दिया जा रहा है। स्टूडेंट को चॉइसेस बहुत ज्यादा दिए जा रहे हैं कि आप ये भी कर सकते हो, अगर आपको इसमें मन नहीं लग रहा है, कुछ और करना है, देन आप दूसरी चीज भी कर सकते हो। सो इस तरह की चीजें स्किल डेवलपमेंट पर, प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीकेशंस पर, इसके ऊपर बहुत ही ज्यादा वर्क किया जा रहा है। और जो थ्योरेटिकली अभी जो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी इस साल से इम्प्लीमेंट होना शुरू हुआ है, सो थ्योरेटिकली ये मोटो है पूरी की पूरी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी की, स्किल डेवलपमेंट flexibility, and encourage to take the risk. This is very important. अभी तक हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में रिस्क को हमेशा डिस्करेज किया गया था, क्योंकि भाई आप
Right.
सही ढंग से पढ़ो, नहीं तो बीच में कोई ड्रॉप आउट नहीं होना चाहिए. सो आई होप कि अब आप ड्रॉप आउट से हमारे यहाँ भी बिल गेट्स और जुवन वर्ग जैसे लोग निकलेंगे, बिकॉज उसे हम अगर इनकरेज करेंगे तो,
Exactly.
है ना. सो दिस इज अ
बेसिकली
बेसिक.
ड्रॉप आउट्स के लिए एक तरह से सॉरी सॉरी आपको
हाँ हाँ,
इंटरप्ट कर रही
नहीं नहीं आप
हूँ.
आ,
ड्रॉप आउट सेंस अभी जो है हर एक लेवल पे हर एक ईयर में बच्चों को जो है सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा. आई
हाँ.
मीन हमारे टाइम पे ये चीज था कि ट्वेल्थ के बाद अगर आपने बीएससी कंप्लीट नहीं की, आप फर्स्ट ईयर
तो
सेकेंड
आपका
ईयर में
3 साल
ड्रॉप आउट
पूरा का
करते
पूरा
हो,
वेस्ट हो जा रहा है.
पूरा वेस्टेज है.
बिल्कुल
क्योंकि
बिल्कुल.
आपके पास कोई रिकॉर्ड नहीं है कि आपने वो कोर्सेज
फॉर
किए
एग्जाम्पल
हैं.
मैं जैसे फॉर
कहीं
एग्जाम्पल
कुछ नहीं आता.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं तुम्हें एक एग्जाम्पल दे सकता हूँ कि सपोज आई हैव चूजन फिजिक्स एज माई फर्स्ट ईयर, और चूज करने के बाद मुझे लग रहा है कि यार
हम्म,
मुझसे हो नहीं रहा है. बट अर्लियर व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू जस्ट कंप्लीट इट इन सम हाउ, एंड विथ
ये
लॉट ऑफ एम्बेरसमेंट के साथ, बिकॉज आपको मन नहीं लग रहा है, यू आर नॉट जस्ट
हम्म,
गिविंग योर 100%, देन ऑब्वियसली मार्क्स नहीं अच्छे आ रहे हैं. बट हियर व्हाट यू कैन डू, you can just do your first year, take one your certificate, and you can just try into the another field also. So experimentation का भी बहुत ज्यादा chances है, जो हमारे न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी स्पेशली ऑफ द हायर स्टडीज के लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा, मेरे
हम्म.
हिसाब से बहुत ही ज्यादा ही वो इनकरेजिंग है.
यस, एनकरेजमेंट तो ऑब्वियसली मिलेगा ही. बच्चों को ऑप्शन मिल जाए. मतलब पहले एक ये भी था कि पेरेंट्स एंड पीयर प्रेशर भी एक चीज आती थी
बिल्कुल
यहाँ पे. जब
बिल्कुल.
आपको कोई पाथ चेंज करना है, इनफैक्ट आज की डेट में भी कई बार पेरेंट्स सोचते हैं बच्चों का ड्रॉप ईयर नहीं करवाना चाहिए,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
एजुकेशन कंटिन्यूअस हो तो ज्यादा बेटर है.
ऑब्वियसली डिसिप्लिन्ड हो,
इनफैक्ट
कंटिन्यूअस हो, दैट्स इज वेरी गुड थिंग. बट यू हैव टू ऑलवेज गिव अ सेकंड चांस भी, सेकंड इनिंग का चांस हमेशा लोगों के पास
एग्जैक्टली.
होनी चाहिए. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
एग्जैक्टली.
हम्म.
क्योंकि यू नेवर नो कि अभी हमें लगता है कि हम इस चीज में ज्यादा बेटर कर रहे हैं, हम फिजिक्स में बेटर कर रहे हैं, या हम मैथ्स में
यस
ज्यादा
यस
बेटर हैं.
यस
बट
यस.
एक टाइम के बाद ऐसा भी
मे
आता
बी
है. मतलब
मे बी.
इवन इन माय ग्रेजुएशन आई वाज if I give my own example, I was much more inclined towards mathematics and chemistry than physics.
यस.
So, but during my graduation in physics, I realized no, that mathematics was not my cup of tea. I
हम्म.
could not have handled the graduation level mathematics. 11th,
यस.
12th mein mathematics is entirely
हम्म.
different than what we get
यस.
in
एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली.
college.
एब्सोल्युटली.
So, हो
यस.
सकता है उस टाइम पे अगर मैंने मैथ्स लिया होता तो आई वुड हैव बीन इन द सेम डिलेमा. व्हाट
हम्म.
नाउ? आई
यस.
कांट गो बैक, आई कांट गो फॉरवर्ड.
हम्म. सो इट्स अ नाइस पॉलिसी. अब ये देखते हैं कि किस तरह से इसे इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाता है. सो इनिशियली पैनिक के बाद तो, इनिशियली तो कुछ पैनिक होगी, बट ऑब्वियसली इफ एवरीबॉडी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक जिस्ट, तो इसे हम लोग सारी कंट्री अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाएंगे.
इसी में ही सर अगर हम आगे जाएं, आई मीन बहुत से अब नए ऑप्शंस आ रहे हैं, एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आ रही है, रिसर्च के भी बहुत से ऑप्शंस खुल रहे हैं जैसे जैसे एडवांसमेंट्स हो रही है साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में. If we talk about particularly about physics, what are the new research fields for the coming generation who are just passing out nowadays? What are the new research fields or what else they can go into after opting for graduation or post graduation or even
Yes.
PhD in physics?
So the your question is directly linked to our country's new education policy. So the whole motto and base of this new education policy is that we should encourage our young mind to do research, because if
Mhm.
you will very surprised that coding is itself included into class 6th. This is very interesting thing.
Yes.
And the practicals and experiments are included in each and every level at the very encouraging method. So अब एक्चुअली पूरी की पूरी जो एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है या फिर आगे जो रिसर्च का जो स्कोप है वो सारा इस बात पर डिपेंड कर रहा है कि हमारे इकोनॉमिकल जो टारगेट है वो क्या है। सो अगर आप कंट्री को देखो तो एवरीबडी फ्रॉम इंडस्ट्री साइड, फ्रॉम पॉलिटिशियन साइड, अपार्ट फ्रॉम एनी पार्टी एंड पॉलिटिक्स, एवरी पॉलिटिशियन वांट्स इंडिया हैव टू बिकम अ डेवलप्ड कंट्री. So if you want to be a developed country, that means your GDP have to be as comparable to as China, America, and at least these two countries, and some European countries also. So for that, how you will improve your GDP? So obviously you should improve your industry. And how you will improve your industry? With the help of your research and development. Right now, at presently, India is just like as a market, and the consumer is in India as well as the seller is in India. But now it's a time that we have to produce something. So and we have to produce some new thing. This is very important. So for that, we have to develop our research and development in a very vast way. And government and all these policy maker are moving into that direction. For example, I am just giving you one very nice hint that how government is working there, or how the whole economics is working there. So there is on the 30th July there is a very big summit for the semiconductor, named as Semicon. Name is Semicon on the Gandhinagar. The big giant from the world of the semiconductor field came there. They talked there, and they are willing to set up their manufacturing in India. So this is the big thing. So, and you can see right now the company like Tata, company like Vedanta, company like Reliance are willing, company like Adani's are willing to go into the manufacturing of semiconductors. And if you want to manufacture it, you should have your research and development wing. Other than your manufacturer can be anytime it can be collapse. So why a semiconductor is a very very vast field, you can say that which is going to open into India. Although we are doing a lot of research, but that research is not up to the level of industry. First thing is that now you can see the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence is one of the modern science, or one of the modern challenges for the all civilization. And for that, we have quantum computational, quantum informatics, and all these new fields are opening into India. Right now, in the ISC Bangalore, there is one department that is MTech into quantum informatics is there. One of our student is also going there, and he is just going to start his MTech in quantum informatics. One of our student is also doing a her PhD. She is Ojasvi. She is doing her PhD into quantum informatics from Pune. So these all things are going to open. Superconductors, nanoscience. You can see that the IIC Bangalore nanoscience is one of the awesome place where a student can make their career. Even DRDO are working very nice for in this field, that semiconductor, solid state physics. So these are the new areas a student should try into this field. If you want to go into theoretical, obviously the quantum, the research related to quantum, research related to data analytics, research related to artificial intelligence is there. And if you want to go into experimental, then obviously material science, superconductors, nanoscience, quantum optics, and in general optics, lasers, the all are going into new challenges हमारे लिए आ रहे हैं. So there are n number of fields that is going to open into research field. So स्टूडेंट मस्ट इनकरेज देमसेल्फ कि अगर वो अभी का काम शुरू करते हैं तो 5 साल बाद उनकी डिमांड बहुत ही ज्यादा होने वाली है, अगर उनका रिसर्च सही डायरेक्शन में होता है तो. एंड ऑब्वियसली यू कैन सी इन एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स एंड ऑल दिस थिंग. सो हम लोग उस डायरेक्शन में भी मूव कर रहे हैं. यू कैन सी इन द इसरो every day we are taking the new challenges. So the people have to go into that direction, जहां पर वो चीजों को implement कर सकें, कोई चीज produce कर सकें। वैसी टाइप की रिसर्च
Mhm.
हमारे यहाँ बहुत ही ज्यादा ओपन होने जा रही है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल करंटली यू कैन सी that health related research after pandemic, lot of a startup is going to initiate the research related to health, diabetes and all cancers के लिए जो research है। So
Mhm.
biophysics is also a very big area is just going to open, green energy, so solar energy, solar सेंसर्स, द लॉट ऑफ थिंग। हम लोग चाहे तो पूरी दिन इस पर के ऊपर बात कर सकते हैं कि न्यू एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च क्या क्या हो सकता है, बट आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग सम नेम्स because a
Exactly.
student must feel encouraged when they are just choosing the field of research in their life. So this is our main motive
Okay.
actually.
Actually, yes. I mean, with all those changes and new inventions that are coming around, a
Yes,
lot
exactly.
earlier, what used to happen was कि PhD में आए, there were just 2 or 3 different subjects that people
हाँ,
used to do. Either
people
it
are,
was
and actually they,
astrophysics.
yes, or actually they have only
Mhm.
2 and 3 options are only either they should go into academics or they have to go into the PSU type research organization. But now these area is going to open research into private sectors also. So this is a
Yes.
big impact on our economy. If private sector is going establish their research lab into India, such as they are establishing their lab into
Exactly.
US and Europe also.
Exactly. Industry-based research is always, I would say, people learn a lot during that because I am currently learning over there in
Yes,
a
yes,
working in a
yes. You are
industry
also working in a
doing
startup
research work.
research work. Actually, you are doing research work in a startup
Yes,
actually, and making
exactly.
the new equipment
Yes,
to solve the problem of lab.
exactly.
Exactly.
So if I just compare the research environment in both the fields, I mean, being when I was doing in PhD in an institute where there was no influence of outside industry or nothing was there,
Yes.
it was more like that I could do it on my own time.
Hmm.
Whether I take 3 years to complete a project or a year or 6 months, it totally depends upon me. But over
Yes.
here, when an industry is involved in your
Yes.
research,
Obviously, then efficiency will
deadlines
surely
come,
increase because money is involved there.
efficiency,
Hmm.
money is involved, time is involved, and then, of course, they are there to do business, so they have to make profits out of it. So you
Yes.
learn
Yes.
quite a lot of things.
Yes.
So currently, even now, I think India is lacking there. That conceptualization of ideas is there, very nice conceptualization, but taking the concepts to the production level,
Yes.
I think with this policy and encouraging people for startups is that phase
That is
we
the
can
first
see it.
step actually.
I
That is
saw
the
that
first
phase
step.
after coming here.
Yes, that is
Yes.
actually first
So
step that you are going to encourage a startup, and you are
mhm,
giving lot of incentives as that uh, they should go into next level. So yes,
exactly.
and even you can see in the India for a related to education, there are n number of unicorn is there. Not the startup, they are
Yes,
unicorn.
even
EduTech is there.
yes, even even institutes. I mean, I know that my institute, IISER Mohali, they have a special right now for to encourage the open startups and to
Yes,
make
yes.
their
Hmm.
research. They have dedicated a full environment for them so that they can start their startup. They provide the infrastructure to them, so you don't have to go outside to rent a place because you don't have that much of investment with you when you are when you are a student. So
Yes,
they provide the infrastructure structure. Once that company develops and they start gaining the profits, then they slowly and steadily move out of the institute. This is
yes,
how it has been prepared.
yes,
And I think it is true for the other institutes as well in India that they are now starting such. or providing such provisions to
Yes,
students
there
so
are a
they
lot of
start doing.
startup itself started into IIT Delhi in IC Bangalore, and they
Mhm.
are just going to at the production level as well as making the profit also. So a student must believe on themselves. A student must, if they are willing to do research, they have to do it with the full of confidence. This is very important
Yeah.
because a lot of students came to me
Eh,
and they just ask me, sir, what will happen after PhD? So I think this session of talk is for them that you should understand this is not a old India, this
mhm.
is a new India. There are a lot of opportunities are there. So we should
Exactly.
just uh, go what you want to do. You should go into that thing.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, yes, talking about opportunities, I mean, it's not just that you can do only research. Matlab, after a PhD, it's not like you are bound to go into professorship
Yes,
because
only
initially it
academia
was
is
like,
exactly only academia is not option right now. You can do
eh,
all the thing what you want to do. Even you can earn a lot
exactly.
of money also. So this
Yes,
is so now research is
that
not going
is.
to be a very boring thing. In next 5 and 6 years, there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of money is going to involve. So
Mhm.
everything is going to happen. I think our government and all policy is moving into that direction actually.
In fact, I mean, it's not just that even in if you apply in the corporate, in the industries, it's not that you have to apply only to the companies where physics-based research is happening.
Yes, you
People with physics background can have a job in a
can do.
financing sector. They
Yes,
do
finance.
need PhDs in physics.
Yes, yes. There are n number. I know n number of pupils. They have done their masters in physics, PhD in physics, and they are working into banks. They are working as a investor bankers. So it is
Yes.
so why government have given opportunity for the multidisciplinary from the initial days. You can so you are learning physics. If you want to learn economics, just go and learn it and make and club it together and go into bank. Don't worry. This is
No,
this is the
yeah,
way.
that's what
This
I'm
is
saying. It's not. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. Even the banks or finance companies, they are also looking for PhDs, not just, it doesn't mean that you have to do in financing only, or you should know.
yes, yes,
They
yes,
ask for people from physics and physics background as well. It's
yes,
one of the job requirement because I have been going through, and my friends are going through the same phase who are from physics, and that is the main requirement. And they are very easily getting jobs over there.
exactly.
So doing a PhD in physics does not stop you from going into other sectors
Other
as well.
sector,
So it's a
obviously, 100% agreed.
very broad thing.
Very broad thing. So
So
yes. Hmm.
if we go, I mean, we are talking about jobs and industries for young mind. So I would like to ask you what actually, because you are on an everyday basis, you are getting engaged with students, young people. So what are the major challenges that they face? I would like to know what are the major challenges that students face in this global circumstances where there is so many things coming up every day. It's like a new invention is coming, so
Yes.
students do get tend to confuse themselves
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. So, Pooja, one thing is very important that now when I meet the students, I think they are very smart, very intelligent, and they have lot of information, lot of information. But thing is that currently they are getting information so fast in everyday basis. Today they have one information, just after 1 hour they have get another information, just after 1 hour they have get another information due to this digital media, due to internets, and you can see that world is almost flat. almost flat. Whatever the facility you
Exactly.
are taking into London, I am also taking that facility in form of information into Delhi also. So world is almost flat, and information is just moving very fast, and our young mind have so much information that they are confused. So this is the biggest challenge I can feel as a teacher, that my student is have lot of confusion about their careers, about their health, about their even relationship, about their family, about their future planning. Everywhere they have lot of confusion. Why? Because they have lot of information. So the
Exactly.
currently the biggest challenge is that what is the correct information and what is the not correct information for them. So this type of thing is not available, that you can suggest, okay, you have to go for this information and you should not go for this information. So first challenge is this one, and that make them confused, that make them less focus, and due to that they have a lot of anxiety in their life. They have a lot of anxiety, and due to that anxiety they are not enjoying their uh, youngness, on their this youthfulness. So this is one of the very
Mhm.
big challenge I can say I have seen in the new generation student. I can remember at uh, just 10 year before when I met you, you were so focused that okay, I have to do this and this, not lot of information is there. And even if we are giving you some information, you people always appreciate, okay, I have get this information. But currently I cannot give
Right.
any new information to student because they have already more information than that. So this is the one of the biggest challenge. And second most important challenge is the health. What I can feel that young generation has really, and mainly mental health due
Mhm.
to lot of competition. They have some mental health, and they have to work into that direction also. This is very important thing, and due to that they have very less efficiency into their studies, into their playgrounds, into their friendship. There are very less efficiencies there due to this mental health problem. So obviously, this is the biggest challenge in society, that how you are nurturing the new generation such that they become very much confident, focused, and efficient also. And third thing is very important, that the student who are living in cities and the student who are not living in
Mhm.
cities both have equal access of internets, but one have a very high level of resources at the city other than internet. So
Mhm.
currently everybody think that if I have internet, then I have all resources, but that is wrong. That is wrong. You have all type of resources, all type of thing into everywhere, then only you can nurture your youth and your young mind nicely. So it is very important that we should develop our B class city, C class city, the education system, the health system into that part also. So I can say that these are the real challenge to new student. Otherwise, our new generation are very smart, very up to date, very intelligent. Their IQ level are very high. So there is not any problem. But these two and three things, I think this is the matter of concern.
Yes. Somewhere I think it is because also of the too much information that is provided
Yes,
to them
yes,
through internet. They somehow take the pressure by themselves on.
yes,
So I remember when we were studying, it was not the internet was there, but it was still in the growing ages. So
yes.
we did not have those smartphones with us that we can just on a swipe we can have all the information with us.
Hmm.
It wasn't the case. And so we were actually not influenced what was going around in the world.
Yes.
But right now they know that, okay, if a student is studying in London, he knows this much. How does he know this much? I don't know this.
And
We are of the same age.
one thing is also very
And
important, that new generation are not differentiating between information and knowledge. This is one of the
exactly.
very fundamental thing I am feeling, that they have a lot of information, but is that this information is converted into knowledge or not? So knowledge is more important. But currently students are so much confused that they are having some information and they are saying that, okay, this is my knowledge. So this is one of the biggest challenge in our generation, to nurture the youth and young minds.
Exactly. And somehow, I mean, there is also link, because everyone is going having that same information together. I mean, our
Yes,
parents are getting the same information. You are getting this. All age groups are having the same
same
information together.
information. Yes,
So to process it, no one knows exactly in this
yes,
entire thing
exactly, exactly.
how to handle this much of
How to handle this?
information.
Exactly, exactly.
So I mean, when we grow up, parents give us pieces of information that, okay, now you are at this age, you should know this much information. So it gradually increases as you grow up. But
Exactly.
now it is all there at one time. So it's too much information in too little time, and has to be there. So, so moving on, I mean, when we are doing all these things, challenges हो गए, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज की हमने बात कर ली है, तो व्हाट इज द मेन स्ट्रैटेजी, सो दैट जो हमने चैलेंजेस अभी फेस कर रहे हैं या जो हम बात कर रहे हैं चैलेंजेस की, व्हाट शुड बी द राइट स्ट्रैटेजी टू टैकल ऑल दोस चैलेंजेस, सो दैट we are successful, so that the younger generation which is coming, they have the right information and they become successful in their respective fields.
So actually, Pooja, this is not a challenge to students. This is actually challenge to teachers. This is actually challenge to parents. This is actually challenge to society. That how they are going to tackle it. This is very important thing. So first thing, we have to start early. If you are talking about careers, then if you will meet any student right now, on Monday, you will meet him that in which field you want to go. He will tell you that I want to go into semiconductors. On next Monday, if you are going to meet, he will say, no, no, I am just leaving the physics. So this sort of changes are there. So the most important thing is that we should counsel them very nicely, and students must understand their own nature. This is very important, and they have to get information only for those area where they are willing to work. This is very important. Suppose you want to do research, then obviously you have to just go into this area, just see whether you are able to do the research or not, from which way you are going to do the research, from which examination you are going to do the research. If you are trying to appearing some examination, what is the main syllabus, how this syllabus can be covered, what is the books, the good books are available. So a student must counsel with this thing. So counseling is very important. So I suggest, I just it is very important that every institute have at least one counseling uh, committee there, that they can counsel the student. This is one of the biggest strategy, such that they become focus. And the second thing is that they have to also give all the information that what will happen next after 3 year, after 4 year, what is going to happen to them if they are obtaining this path. So these all things have to be categorized very nicely. such then only a student will be become very focused, and their anxiety will be less. And second thing is that, so that thing is done theoretically with our new education policy, that they are bringing a student into the lab. This is very important. They are bringing a student into the lab. They are bringing a student into the applications. They are bringing students in the basically doing something fruitful, producing something. So when you are going into this direction, then obviously you will leave the abstractness. Then knowledge is more important than information. And once
Exactly.
you will give the knowledge, once you will give emphasis to the knowledge, then obviously your anxiety will be less, and you will focused, and you will go into the right direction. So currently we are in the transition phase of uh,
Mhm.
so hope this thing will be uh, step by step, this thing will be covered, and everything will be come into the line. So this is the one thing, counseling,
Mhm.
uh, going into the lab,
Uh,
doing work with yourself. These all things are very
हम्म,
important.
I think इसमें मैं एक चीज और ऐड करना चाहूंगी. मतलब counseling of the student, is that enough? I would like to raise this question because I think counseling of parents is also as much
Obviously,
important
if I am talking about, yes,
as for the
you have
students.
you have added exactly correct thing, that not counseling to the student but counseling to the parents also. And and in this process, I can think that senior student can guide the junior student much better way, because they have, so in that, so this is very important, that connectivity, the community should be developed for the counseling. This is very important, that you have one
Yeah,
community that they can counsel about this particular thing. Suppose you want to go into data science, then there must be some community that they can counsel you. And in that community,
exactly.
everybody should be there. Everybody should be there with their experience. So इस तरह की चीजें अगर हम करते हैं, तो चीजें निश्चित रूप से बहुत ही डिफरेंट वे में आगे बढ़ पाएगी.
Exactly. So अगर हम इसको समराइज करें, मतलब क्योंकि न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज जो अभी हमने बात किया है, इसको अगर हम एक छोटे से उसमें समराइज करें, सो इट्स लाइक बहुत सी चीजें आ रही हैं, बहुत सी न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज आ रही हैं स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, यंग जनरेशन के लिए. उसके साथ साथ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज भी आ रही हैं टू फॉर द टीचर्स, फॉर द पेरेंट्स, ताकि वो
बिल्कुल.
अपने स्टूडेंट्स को अच्छे से गाइड कर सकें टू चूज अ करियर पाथ, कि उन्हें क्या करना है आगे. एंड आई
बिल्कुल.
थिंक students if they are going into a field, into a research area, or into education, or where in whichever field they are going, they should have an open approach of either liking or disliking that particular area, and they should be able to take that risk. If they're not liking it, then just stop it there and do something else which might be interesting to them at that point of time, and see what
एग्जैक्टली.
happens. Same
बिल्कुल.
goes for the parents as well. They should encourage their children
बिल्कुल.
to
बिल्कुल.
take
बिल्कुल.
that step.
बिल्कुल. बिल्कुल. जब तक हॉलिस्टिक अप्रोच नहीं होगा, तब तक आप सही डायरेक्शन में नहीं बढ़ पाओगे, क्योंकि एक स्टूडेंट की कैरियर का डिसीजन सिर्फ उसका नहीं होता है. पूरी उसकी जो इकोसिस्टम होती है, उसके पेरेंट्स, उसके फ्रेंड्स, उसके नेबर्स, ये सारे मिल करके एक ऐसा इकोसिस्टम तैयार करते हैं कि स्टूडेंट उस डायरेक्शन में मूव कर जाता है. सो ये बहुत ही ज्यादा, इवन रिलेटिव्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू चूजिंग योर कैरियर. क्या
Yes.
कि आप अगर कहीं पर एक किसी फैमिली में अगर कोई एक इंजीनियरिंग कोई सेलेक्ट होता है, तो पूरी फैमिली के लोग उन्हीं से पूछते हैं कि भाई आगे हम कैसे सेलेक्ट होंगे. सो ये तो हमारी
Exactly.
कंट्री की खासियत है ही.
Rel- Relatives, neighbors के neighbors,
बिल्कुल. बिल्कुल.
parents के, they do come and ask for guidance.
एग्जैक्टली.
And you should be open when if you are guiding someone, it's like it's the responsibility of the person of who is giving the guidance to give the correct guidance.
एग्जैक्टली.
And if he or she can't guide, then they should not be afraid of telling that to them, that okay,
Absolutely.
we are not the right person, you might go and consult this person, that may
Exactly.
help you.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
So, and then accepting flaws.
Exactly.
It's not like if you are not able, you should be able to actually accept your flaws. If you are not good at something, accept it with grace,
Exactly.
I would say.
बिल्कुल, तभी आप इम्प्रूव भी कर पाओगे,
And
अदरवाइज इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं हो सकता है.
exactly, exactly. So I think अभी ये वाला part 1 हम यहीं पर ही summarize करते हैं. And in part 2 of this series, we will be talking about what Pravegaa is doing and for encouraging the young minds. अभी हमने सिर्फ ये बात की है कि उनके लिए क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज आएंगी. अभी हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे कि प्रवेगा क्या कर रहा है इसके लिए, because Atul sir has been in this field for quite a long time now, and we will talk about that.
Okay, so I think we should take a small break and then we will continue it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.